Inning. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Rose. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Tracy trying the right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Well, it would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry here for their running back. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. Here's a diving catch right side. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
That went out wide and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Tracy going to get it on first down. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Off the play fake. Rose. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Running left is Tracy. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Rose. Open man is Yoshivas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set, go.
On the give, it's Tracy. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by Howard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. They'll look down the field here for Kincaid. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Dalton Kincaid, 44 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Off play action. Rose. This one complete to Yoshibas. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Let's go now.
They'll hand it to Tracy, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
18, Pioneer. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Rose. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready? Go.
And they'll run again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake. Rose. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. on the ground. Here comes Tracy. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Off play action. Rose. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on third down. Rose. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here we go, set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Set, go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of it. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Trap 60. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. His throw incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Here's Hurts to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Here's Hurts. A short throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber? I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Rose. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go now.
On the run is Tracy. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Set. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Rose. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Rolling to his right. Oh, that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
This is fielded at the 7. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Ready? 19 Lions.
Off the play fake. Rose toward the sideline, intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 24.
38, Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Right back to Tracy. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rose. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Let's go.
Off play action. Rose. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Hup. Go.
Here's Tracy. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rose. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Harrison Mevis on the field goal.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start. And my goodness, another interception. It's Deonte Banks with it. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Ready!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, 2nd half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. He gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And now here's another interception. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Brought down by Willie Gay.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
75 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's done, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Go! Go, Riggs! Go! Go!
On 3rd down, done. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Able to find the open man. That's complete. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Great.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Brian Burns What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Hurts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Tracy. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they take a knee.
Like 13, like 13.
And they will take a knee here.
Like 5-4. Odd. Like 5-4. Like 0.
And they'll indeed take a knee. They said beginning of the